So you're thinking of moving to Lisbon, Portugal. In today's video, I'll show you around a bit and we'll look at some neighborhoods, some different types of buildings. We'll discuss the variation in prices so you can see what might fit into your budget. If you stick around to the end, I'll let you in on a well-kept secret of Lisbon, Portugal. So you don't want to miss it. Let's get started. If this is your first time visiting our Living in Lisbon channel, go ahead and subscribe. If you like to know everything there is about moving to Lisbon, then I recommend that you go ahead and tap the bell so that you'll be one of the first to know about any market changes and some of the very informative videos that we have planned for you. I'm Lisa, and I'm a member of the Living in Lisbon team. Today, we're visiting the area of Campo Pequeno. And you may be familiar with Campo Pequeno because of it being a concert venue, or because there's this amazing bull ring. It used to be a bull ring. I don't know if they ever have bullfights there anymore, hopefully not, but it's a concert venue. Campo Pequeno is so well located, but a lot of people don't really consider it for where they would like to live. As you can see, there are a lot of new buildings right across that street, and that's Avenida de República, and there's parking. There are a lot of buildings from around the turn of the century. They just had a festival here. It was a week-long festival with music well into the early hours, mid hours of the morning. So you may see a little decoration from that still. So that is the bull ring right there. It's Moorish architecture. It's absolutely beautiful. On the lower level, there's a shopping center. It has a full-size grocery store. There's a food court at the intersection. In the center, everything is oriented in a circle around with a cross of stores in the middle and a food court, like a good old-fashioned mall food court. You can see there are restaurants around the outside of it. Over here, along the edge, is where every Saturday morning there's I want to say bio, because that's what they call it here. There's an organic farmers market. So that has, the real deal farmers. And you get to know the farmers and the bakers. It's nice. It's a real community, and they remember you because this is like a small town within a big city, like most of the areas actually in Lisbon. It's just a lot of little cities making up a big city. Now, I wait all year for those purple trees, the jacarandas. Luckily, the blooms do stick around for a while. I think they're spectacular. I don't know why I like them so much, but I think they're so unique. I did not have those where I lived growing up, and I just love them. They feel magical. So, just walking around, you can see people are sitting on the benches, going about their shopping. No one's in a hurry. Another thing I like about Lisbon, you'll see people with kids. There's a playground up here. There are some major arteries as far as the roads. you'll find a really great metro station here at Campo Pequeno, and the buses are really good. Lots of taxis. Of course, you can get a Bolt pretty much anywhere in Lisbon. It's really safe. It's really safe. I never hesitate to walk, even all by myself, late at night. Sometimes if I haven't gotten my steps that I've committed to during the day, I'll just come out and walk till I have them, even if it's way past dark. So you can see there, you can rent bikes. Behind me is the playground. And we're coming up on some of the older buildings and some new buildings mixed in. Now, this morning I checked for what's available through the online real estate sites, just to confirm up to the minute. And currently, there are apartments in the Campo Pequeno area for sale from 350,000 euros up to 3.9 million euros. So that is quite a range. Sometimes you can get bargain properties that need some fixing up, and of course there are ruins, but those are challenging. Often they're challenging for other reasons besides the fact that they would be quite the money pit for most people. But let's see, we're gonna walk across here. So there's pharmacy, there's a new construction building over here. It's not sold out at all. If you look up that street, about a block that way, there's the train. And behind me, these are some of the buildings that are from early 1900s. I love how they have the colorful buildings here. Here, pedestrians have the right of way. However, a lot of people do get hit, so you need to use your common sense so that you're not one of the ones who gets hit. And if there's a crosswalk with a light and you walk when it's not green and you get hit, I've been told that your Portuguese insurance will not pay. So keep that in mind. So here there are a lot of taxis, like I said. Over there is where they take in all the things for the concerts, which is kind of fun. If you are familiar with the artists that they're setting up for, it's kind of fun. There's parking. There's a huge parking garage underneath here. So parking in Campo Pequeno is easier than in a lot of areas. Quite a few of the buildings have garages. The newer buildings would have connections for charging your electric car or your hybrid. There's a library right through there. It's such a beautiful library, and there's a park behind it with a kiosk where you can sit and have your Aperol Spritz or cafe and pastry. So now we're actually going up one of the streets here. There's the library over there. Absolutely beautiful. And that's another view of the Campo Pequeno iconic boring now turned shopping center. You look behind me, it's a typical street, residential street with the trees up the middle, buildings on either side. There's some parking. They do enforce parking regulations here. If you do not have your neighborhood sticker, for some areas, in other areas you can pay, but some areas that's not even a choice. Some areas you need to use the parking garages, because if you park on the street, they will tow you. I've seen it a lot. And so that is Campo Pequeno. Okay, this is still Campo Pequeno. I have to be careful that I don't get run over. And I just wanted to give you a feel for how amazing these streets are with the trees in the middle. I like it a lot. Over there is a boxing gym. There are all sorts of gyms and Pilates, yoga studios. You can really find about anything you would want or need here in the Campo Pequeno area. Several yarn shops. There is a pool hall, magic. That's a lot of fun. A lot of restaurants, clothing stores, tailors. I really would have trouble coming up with a list of things that you cannot find here. These buildings, that one, like, to me, is not crazy attractive. But you go inside these ugly duckling buildings, and sometimes you just can't believe how amazing it is. How amazing it is. High quality finishings. Of course, sometimes you go in and it's not that great, but it's best to consider what's important to you. Some people, of course, many people would prefer beautiful facade and beautiful interior. But I always think if you can only get one, I'd rather have a wonderful oasis, and on the outside, maybe there's room for improvement, and that's okay. Maybe that will deter anyone who would be tempted to come and try to break in. Although honestly, I never hear of that happening here. Certainly not in this area. I like the big balconies that some of these have, because it's so nice. The weather is so nice here most of the time. So you really can spend a lot of time on your balcony, even in the winter. Rains a good bit then, but especially if your balcony is covered, then it's wonderful. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we'd be happy to help you. Just call us. Our contact information is in the description below. You can schedule a call, and I'd love to help you make a smooth move to Lisbon, Portugal.